Is it selfish to focus on yourself? Is it bad to be selfish? What's up, guys? My name is Christina, and if you're new to my channel, I help you to focus on yourself, raise your vibration, and become conscious creator of your own life. And in today's video, this is exactly what we're going to be talking about. All the things selfishness. I know there's so many opinions on, is it selfishness bad? What is selfish? So this is what we're going to be talking about in this video. So let's jump right in. So right now, when I say the word selfish, what is coming up to you? I want you to notice and observe the emotions that are coming up for you. Is it negative, positive? Maybe you're neutral. Now I'm gonna say it straight out of the bat. In my opinion, being selfish is not bad. It's even needed. Now, I know it will trigger some people, and most probably I will get some hatred or heated comments under this video, but I truly believe everyone deserves to have an opinion. Everyone deserves to express an opinion. So, your opinion is not going to change my world, but I invite you to really think before you comment, before you post, what it's going to tell about you as a person, your comment that you're leaving, right? And I invite you also to receive the message I'm about to break down for you with an open mind versus, just being stuck in our mainstream conditioning and reacting, right? So again, as always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, but let's jump in. When we think about selfishness, where does it even come from that selfishness is associated with something bad, negative? Most probably you have heard other people tell you, oh, don't be so selfish, or why you're so selfish, like think about other people, blah, 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 blah. But when we really look at it and we really break it down, what they're saying, stop focusing on yourself and focus on me. So it means it's wrong to try to please myself, but what other people want me to do? To please them? That's not selfish? That's even worse. Like, how screwed is that thinking? Like, when we actually look at it, I want to take you, for you to take a moment right now and think about it. Like, why is it even considered on the negative side to be selfish? Right? And also, what does it even mean, selfish? And we're going to dive deeper into this towards the end of the video. But I was thinking, selfish. And then it hit me, how people are saying, what's the time? Well, it's 7-ish, around 7 o'clock. So what is selfish? It's basically self with ish. Selfish. Yeah, I am selfish. Like, I am focusing on myself. And there's nothing wrong with wanting to focus on yourself. I mean, literally, my channel, my platform, the platform Spiritual Selfish is all about selfishness. So that should be bad, right? Hey, it doesn't make sense when we really break it down. And I want to share an experience with you. Some time ago, I put a quote, on Facebook that in those cards. And I said something along the lines, you have to become selfish first in order to be selfless. And oh my God, I think that was one of my most commented Facebook post. Like, there were so many different opinions. Like, people will, come in and say, no, self-care is not selfish, or no, those selfish people will never change. They cannot be selfless, or there's no place for ego. Of course, there were a lot of people also who agreed with that you have to be selfish before you can become selfless. And that's exactly what I want to talk about you with right now, is the difference between being spiritually selfish and egoistically selfish, right? Because it's not that often that there's people distinguish, like, it's all going in the same bucket of selfishness and means it's bad, right? So what does spiritual selfish mean? I actually recorded my first video on this channel about what spiritual selfish means. So if you want, you can click on a link somewhere around here and watch it. But basically, in a nutshell, spiritual selfish is when you focus on yourself. You know that by focusing on yourself, you are in the highest service to others, because everybody around you will benefit from you when your cup is full, when you're radiating happiness, when you're radiating those high vibrations. And it also means you are in check with yourself. You're checking yourself that you're not actually egoistically selfish. You are in the highest integrity and honesty in everything that you do with yourself and towards others. That's what spiritual selfish is for me. Okay? When egoistically selfish, this is, I feel, the selfishness term definition that most people are seeing as bad, And here I really want, the whole video, the whole spiritual selfish platform is not referring to people who are already, flourishing in their life. They have everything that they want, and all they think of is how to get more stuff and never even thinking about other people. Now, if that's you, I'm not blaming you or shaming you. I'm just saying that these are not the people I am referring to when I say that you gotta be selfish. The people I am talking about, the people to whom I'm suggesting that you should be selfish, are those people who are always focusing on other people, who are always focusing and trying to please other people, or people who are feeling bad, guilt, shame for taking time for themselves and taking care of themselves. Those are the people I'm telling that you gotta focus on yourself first. Because if you will always be trying to please everyone around you, you will be trying to meet all of the expectations and make sure that everyone is happy with you. When actually are you taking care of yourself? Right? So I want to put it out there and make you think and notice your behavior in your life. In which bucket are you falling? Maybe you're egoistically selfish. Maybe it's time for you to become spiritually selfish. Or maybe you're still kind of confused and don't notice how much you prioritize other people and you don't prioritize or think about yourself at all. So I said, straight out of the bat, being selfish is something we should be doing. And most probably have heard, you have to fill up your own cup to pour into others. And at this point, I feel it's so cliche already, but it is true. And I'm going to give you an analogy of, a hike. For example, you go on a hike with a couple of friends, and none of them, it's very hot day, you're getting sweaty, it's hard to breathe or whatever, and you're getting thirsty. None of them brought any water with them. But you happen to think about bringing the water, and you have full, bottle of water to share and to have for yourself as well. So imagine the first thing that you're gonna do, you're gonna open the lid open and give it to your friends. And as the bottle goes around the circle, what's the thing you're thinking about? Most probably you're thinking, I hope there will be left for me. I hope there's water left for me that I can also drink out of it. So where is your focus? You're focusing on fear. But imagine, instead of giving a bottle of water to your friends first, you will open the bottle, drink yourself, and give it to them. And imagine as that bottle goes, what do you think? What do you feel like? Most probably it is how you think, how good does that water feels, how refreshing that water is. I'm so glad I brought that water. I'm so glad I could help my friends. Drink more, drink more. I'm happy to share, right? So you see the difference when you first trying to take care of other people, you're coming from lack. You cannot fully express yourself and fully come from love. But when you fill up yourself first, that's when you overpour that love. That's when you fully can share yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's actually in the highest service. Because if you will not focus on yourself, if you will not focus on yourself first, you will not be able to tap into that level of selflessness if you will not focus on yourself, if you will not fill up your own cup first. Okay? So, I'm wrapping the things up here. And also think about this one. We've been taught, we've been trained to look for the happiness outside. We've been taught to please other people, to make sure we meet the expectations, that we do everything that other people want us to do. And we hope that they will do the same, that they will please us. But think about how ridiculous it is if everyone is used to please others, try to please others. Everyone is used to look outside. They don't know how to please themselves. How on earth they're able to know how to please somebody else if they are not able even to take care of their own being? That's impossible. And think about if almost 8 billion of people will have this thinking of trying to please everyone else and trying and hoping that somebody will please them. We're doomed. We're doomed. And that's actually what is happening in the world. There are so many unmet needs, unmet expectations, and so much unhappiness because everyone is just hoping to get fulfilled by somebody else. No one actually, well, not no one, but majority of the people are not actually even thinking or daring to focus on themselves because this has been thought that it's bad to focus on yourself. And I want also to put this out there. Think why we have been conditioned through media, why we have been conditioned through society that it's bad to focus on ourselves. Because guess what? When you focus on yourself, when you fill your own cup, you're gonna raise your vibration and you're gonna tap into higher consciousness and you're gonna start taking your power back. Do you think that those who have been running our planet Earth for thousands and thousands and thousands generations of years want that? Of course not. Of course not. So that's why we've been taught, focus on others, focus on others. Don't think about yourself. Don't think about yourself. Because it's taking our power away. So with this video, I invite you to start questioning. Start questioning everything that would have been taught that we are believing in our society, what is normal. Why selfishness is bad. What even is selfishness? And start focusing on yourself. If you need more support on how to focus on yourself and take care of your being, this is what Spiritual Selfish platform is all about. There's so many videos, there are courses and tools that I provide to you, bringing you from other experts, so please go check them out. But this is what I'm bringing to you, to start finally focusing on yourself and doing that in highest level of integrity to yourself and to other people around you. Okay? Let's be real, guys. Someone has to start going against the mainstream conditioning. And there are already a lot of people who are doing that. We just have to flip our thinking and stop seeing things that are our birthright as something sinful or something wrong. There's no right or wrong. There's only what you choose to believe in. And we have to stop holding on those rigid, limiting beliefs that has been, hammered into our brain from, since we were in mom's womb. So please, if this video was helpful for you, comment, like, subscribe, share this with a friend that you know who should be starting to focus on themselves instead of trying to please everyone around them. I really appreciate you being here and listening to this message, and I'll talk to you very soon.